Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage the sample and hold circuit, but I want it to respond to a keyboard. And how we're going to do that is we're still going to listen to output number 2, because that's the output of the sample and hold circuit. But we're going to drive from our keyboard, and our pitch is going to drive the oscillator, and our gate is going to drive our input here. And it's going to do that for 3 reasons. The first reason is we're going to control the envelope, which will be right here, and we'll turn that up. So now we have a synth patch. I'm going to turn off this for now. Okay, so we're listening to this voice here controlled by this envelope generator. But what we're also going to do with this gate is we're going to synchronize oscillator number 1 so that it starts at the same place in the waveform every time a gate appears. And also, we're going to gate sync with this switch the LFO, so it starts at the same time every time we get a gate. And that will ensure that the output of the sample and hold will be the same every time we press a key. Now, if you don't have the oscillator aid module and you don't have this gate sync switch, there's a jumper on the back of the board that will engage this gate sync. And you probably want that jumper on all the time, so the LFO is always synchronized with the gate. But with the 168, you have the option here with that switch. So you want to make sure that you have your gate sync on for the oscillator and for the LFO. So now what's going to happen when we engage the sample and hold, when we press a key, we're going to activate the envelope generator, which is going to turn this voice on, and we're going to hear it. And its pitch is going to be controlled by 2 things, the pitch from the keyboard and the pitch from the sample and hold. Now let's drive this oscillator a little bit lower, and you can see it going slower there. We're just getting 5 volts from the attenuator here. You can get that minus 5 volts anywhere. So what's happening here is every time we play a key, we get a note, but that note is also driven by the sample and hold circuit coming from oscillator number 1. So we get sort of a sequencer, and you can play with the interaction of the frequency of oscillator number 1 and the LFO to get different types of sequences. And the waveform here determines whether those sequences go up and down, just up, just down, or random. Here's random. So let's go to triangle and play with some sequences.